So guys, today we'll be talking about the most unique ways and most effective ways how to boost your speaking. You know English very well, but you can't speak. So that's the problem that most people have. Because people think if you make a mistake, other people would judge you. So how, guys, can you get rid of shyness? So you can remember this, guys. Firstly, think. And then read out loud. For example, guys, if you want to improve your pronunciation or if you want to have clear speaking, so you can read books or in text out loud. So guys, who likes watching movies in English or cartoons? Raise your hand, guys, if you enjoy. Perfect, guys, thank you. When you don't have a partner, how can you improve your English on your own when you don't have a partner? You listen to them and you repeat immediately after them. Okay? You speak together in the real time. Assalamu alaikum everyone. We can start today's session. Alright guys, so that's today's topic, as you know. And thank you for coming today instead of just relaxing at home, instead of relaxing on Sunday and sleeping. So guys, today we'll be talking about the most unique ways and most effective ways how to boost your speaking. Okay? Okay, that's me. Alright guys, so first let's get this straight. Why do we need to improve speaking? Okay, so we have to answer this question first. So who can answer this question? Anybody? Like raise your hand if you can answer this question. Or at least even if you don't answer in your head. Alright, so can you give a mic to that guy?
If we have a very good speaking skills, we can share opinion to someone and we speak. Yes, that's all. And when we go to somewhere, for example, America, to visit about the business and the other, and we can share our opinion very well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, correct. So as this guy mentioned, so we have several reasons for this. The first one is it's key to communication, right? So, because, speaking is something that's the most important skill in a language, right? So, everyone loves speaking. So, we have listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So, if I ask you this question, so you would all say that you're speaking is your favorite part, right? So, and the second one is that it shows who we are. It shows our personality, what kind of person you are, right? People evaluate you based on your speaking, the way how you talk to people. And the next is we can express our thoughts. If we can express our thoughts and feelings clearly, so we can solve our problems more easily. So that's another reason why you have to improve our speaking. And the last one, of course, guys, speaking is enjoyable. Don't you agree? So guys, raise your hand if you like speaking, if you enjoy when you speak. Show your hand. Don't be shy. So thank you. Alright guys, so a lot of people say that you know English very well, but you can't speak. So that's the problem that most people have, right? So, and I've seen a lot of students who have been studying English for 2 years, even 3 years, but they can't talk English, right? They can't speak. So what do you think is the problem here? Alright, don't look at the here. So just give your own answer. What do you think is the problem? People cannot talk, although they know English very well. Exactly, yeah. So as this guy said, so what's your name, by the way? Sahab, okay, nice to meet you. So fear of making mistakes. Yeah, a lot of you are afraid of making mistakes. Not only you, everyone. Because people think if you make a mistake, other people would judge you. Right? And this is why people don't speak. They are afraid of making mistakes. So, okay guys, should you be afraid of making mistakes? Okay, so why you shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes? Exactly, because if you make mistake, guys, you cannot improve, right? You cannot make progress. So you can correct your mistake only after you understand your mistake. Right? So everyone has to go through this process. So, and the second reason is because people are shy. right? Is it true? So you don't want to talk because you are shy or you feel embarrassed when you talk. Is it true, guys? So if you feel shy when you talk, raise your hand, guys. All right, yeah, don't be guys scared. You have to raise your hand if it's true for you. So how, guys, can you get rid of shyness? Okay, so raise your hand, guys, if you have an answer. All right, so guys, the easy way to get rid of shyness is by talking to more people, right? So you have to just talk to more people. That's pretty simple. So that's the third reason why people can't speak. So that's something that most people don't know. So it contains two steps. So firstly, you should be able to think in English, right? You should be able to think in English first. So once you are able to think in English clearly, and then you have to say it, you have to speak it, right? You have to spell it out. Why? So first you have to think, and then you have to say it. What if you cannot say it? What do you think, right? So there is an easy way. So you can read books or any text out loud, because the mouth has to get used to speaking in English. You know, you have to work your muscles, mouth muscles. All right, guys, who has tried this method in order to speak before? Who has tried this method? Okay, you tried, right? So, how did it go? How was the result? So, guys, you can try this. Just remember this, guys. So, this is one of the most important things of today's presentation. So, you can remember this, guys. Firstly, think. So, and then read out loud. For example, guys, if you want to improve your pronunciation or if you want to have clear speaking, so you can read books or in text out loud. Okay, try this, guys. It works great. All right, guys, so before we carry on, I don't want you guys sitting here. I also want you to do speaking, okay, because today is speaking session, and that's why, guys, so now you have to choose any topic from here, okay, your favorite topic, all right? But my favorite is the last one, so I will answer that question myself. So, guys, now you have pick a pair for yourself, choose a partner for yourself who's sitting next to you, in pairs or in groups, so sit together and answer this question. You got, guys, 2 to 3 minutes to answer this question. So, guys, you can pick your pair now. So, yeah, pick your pair, guys. So, you are two together. Okay, you guys are two together. Just pick your pair, guys. Firstly, introduce yourself, and then start answering these questions. So, you should pick 2 questions that you want to answer here. Okay, you don't have to answer all the questions. Just pick 2 of them. Okay, so, guys, you can start. All right, guys, I guess you've finished. So did you have fun, guys? Yeah, see, guys, you like speaking, you like talking in English. Everybody does. So, guys, next one. Why is the English atmosphere important? So, guys, who can answer this? So, firstly, let's get this straight. What is English atmosphere? How do you understand this? Who can answer? Anybody? Raise your hand if you have the answer. Good.
You become think like them. You become think like that.
You start thinking English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, as this guy said, English atmosphere is like surrounding yourself with people who speak in English, for example, right? So it's being in English, living English, right? So the first one, guys, the first meaning is surround yourself with people who speak English. Which means, guys, so you have to be friends with people who know English. Of course, everybody at Cambridge knows English to some extent, right? You can find friends at Cambridge, right? So start, guys, talking in English with those people. So, and you can, guys, come to speaking clubs. For example, you all come on Sundays, right? This kind of speaking clubs. Or if you don't have time to come on Sundays, so you can organize small speaking clubs between your friends, among your group mates, for example. Or going to Sunday events, right? For example, you're coming to this kind of events. You can go to like Sunday events that are organized at Cambridge or maybe different places. So, and guys, like my favorite one, watching movies or cartoons. So it does, it takes time, but it doesn't take effort, right? You don't have to work. You just relax on your bed after like your hard work, after doing a lot of homework. So you can watch, guys, your favorite show, favorite cartoon, favorite movie. So guys, who likes watching movies in English or cartoons? Raise your hand, guys, if you enjoy. Perfect, guys, thank you. So I know that. So, and guys, you should try to listen to English all the time. All right? So you have to switch from your own language, whether it be Russian or Uzbek, to English. All right? You have to start living in English. So that's what it means. So let's remember, surround yourself with people who speak English and going to speaking clubs. So watching things in English. Not only movies, cartoons, you can watch everything in English. And then listening to English. So guys, listening doesn't take time. For example, guys, while you come here on the way, you can listen to your favorite podcast. Right? You can listen to your favorite audio. So guys, do you have any questions so far? Do you have questions? Yes.
How can I understand movies without subtitles? So
guys, you shouldn't expect to be able to understand every single word. All right? So, in the movies we have, like, if you watch movies, you can understand what's going on from the situation. Right? So from their movements, you have to try to understand. In the beginning, it's not an easy task to understand. So you'll understand like 10% and then 20%, and you start understanding like 50, 60, and then you'll understand more than that. All right? So you just have to keep watching. And this guy asked, how can I understand without watching subtitles? As I said before, you have to just watch it more. That's easy, guys. It's subconscious action. You just have to watch it. And guys, we will guys talk also about watching movies, how you can use movies in order to improve your English. We'll also talk about this, all right, later. So what if you don't have anyone to speak with? Guys, what do you do if you don't have anyone to talk to in English? So who can guys give? So did you answer the question? So, yes. Use phone, for example, how? Yes, exactly. You can use apps. What else? What else can you do, guys? This guy's also talking about app program, right? Application on your phone. So, all right, guys, you can use a lot of applications, right, for improving your speaking. You can talk with robots, right? So, what else can you do, guys, apart from using apps? When you don't have a partner, how can you improve your English on your own when you don't have a partner? Yes. Yes, can you? Yeah.
Just to yourself. Speak with yourself.
Exactly. You can talk to yourself. Yes. Guys, this is the secret. People think, you're crazy if you talk to yourself. Is it true? So, no, people think that way who are not learning English. For example, language learners, actors do this, Professional actors talk to themselves. This is the way how you can learn English. This is the way how you can learn a language. You can talk to yourself. You can talk about different topics, right? It's not crazy. You're not talking because you're crazy. You're talking because you want to improve your language, right? Yes, guys. So mirror is our magical equipment here. So everybody has got a mirror at home, right? You sit in front of the mirror, all right? Don't admire yourself. You are beautiful. You're like great. No, start talking, okay? So you can describe, guys, different topics. You can describe different topics. So any topic you want. You can talk about books, movies, so all the topics you want, all right? Describe as much as you can. No one, guys, so it's better to speak alone. Why? Because no one will correct your mistake. There is nobody to judge you, right? So that's why, guys, it's okay even when you make mistakes. Or you can retell audios or videos. For example, guys, you can watch videos. You can watch different videos. And after that, you can retell. You can tell what happened. Okay? You can tell this. Or the same is true for audios. Or you can ask and answer different questions. But where can you get the questions? So first, you can ask your teacher to give you different questions. Or you can just write. So I'll speak in part 1 questions. Or part 2 or part 3. Okay? And guys, if you want to correct your mistakes, if you want to speak without mistakes, what can you do? So you can record yourself So, and you can check it. You can record, you can take a video of yourself, or you can record your voice. And after that, you can check it. Nobody will check you guys. You check yourself. Okay? And then, so you will improve, you'll make progress. All right, guys, so most people want to have accent like American or British accent. They want to sound like native speakers, right? They don't want to sound like Uzbek accent. They don't want to have Uzbek accent, right? They want to have American accent or British accent. So guys, now, show me your hand if you want to have American accent. Okay, so show me your hand if you want to have British accent. Perfect, guys. Show me your hand if you don't know what the accent is. Okay, I knew that. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, it was a joke, right? Yeah. Okay. So, guys, how guys can you improve? How guys you can make American accent? How you can get it? Or a British accent? What is the way?
Watch streams or podcast in American accent.
Okay. So, guys, yes.
Read loudly and listen a lot. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Can you give the mic to her? Yeah, to Zarnigar.
By shadowing by like American speakers.
Yeah, exactly. So you can read out loud, you can shadow. I'll explain what the shadowing is in a moment. So let's see. Yeah, you guessed it. So shadowing. So first, what is shadowing? Shadowing, guys. What is shadowing? Yes, following, yes. You listen to the speaker, any video or any audio. You listen to them and you repeat immediately after them. Okay? You speak together in the real time. Or you don't speak after them, you speak immediately after them. Right? You don't pause the video. Right? That's how you shadow. Or the second one is imitation. So you can imitate, guys, native speakers. For example, any speaker, any actor, so you want to have the accent off. So you can just listen to them and then pause and then you can repeat after them. Okay, try this, guys. This is the way how most people, if not all, so have this kind of American or British accent. All right? So that's it. So did you understand what the shadowing is? So what is shadowing? Who didn't understand what the shadowing is? Yes, repeating immediately after the speaker, exactly. Or imitating actors or anybody, not only actors, like any native speaker, right? So, and you can also read out loud. So I mentioned this in the beginning, right? So reading out loud not only improves, guys, your speaking, right? Your speaking ability, but also your pronunciation because you'll be able to pronounce words more clearly, right? So that's why try to read out loud. It can be a book. It can be a book or it can be any text. All right, guys, this question is really interesting question. So is it possible to have fun while learning? So if you have an answer, raise your hand to answer this question. So who knows the answer for this question? All right, guys, just raise your hand if you think it's possible to have fun while learning and studying. Okay, if you don't think so, raise your hand. If you don't think you can have fun while studying, raise your hand. Okay, which means everybody agrees. So, you think that you cannot have fun while studying? Okay, now I'll change your mind, okay, in a second. Yeah, absolutely, guys. So, don't mind my presentation, okay? A friend of mine helped me to find these photos, okay? So, yeah, absolutely, yes. So, you can, guys, have fun by watching. Because as I said before, watching doesn't take effort, right? You don't have to make an effort, right? You don't have to read anything. You just watch it happens. You enjoy the storyline, right? You just enjoy the storyline. So you can, guys, watch cartoons or films, or you can also watch YouTube's videos on YouTube or TED Talk. All right, guys, everyone knows what the cartoon is. Yeah. What about, guys, films? All of you know. All right, guys. So raise your hand, guys, if you prefer cartoons to movies. Okay, if you prefer movies to cartoons, raise your hand. All right, guys. So if you prefer both of them, now raise it. Now raise your hand if you prefer both of them. All right. So, guys, we have like something else, like TED Talk. So who knows what the TED Talk is? Good. Yeah, you can answer.
Yes, when teachers talk about their experience or people who experiences something in their life, they talk to the audience about their experience.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So anyone else, guys, has an idea? So exactly, that's exactly what she said. So professionals, guys, come on a stage and they start talking about different topics, really important topics, right? So guys, remember this sign, TED Talks. Who, guys, knows what the TED Talk is? If you know what the TED Talk is, raise your hand, guys. Okay, most of you don't know it. Understandable. So, guys, remember this. It's TED Talk. It's really useful, guys, for improving your vocabulary and your general speaking, and also your knowledge in general. So, guys, one good thing about TED Talk is, so you can watch, guys, real people. You can watch real people, not actors. Real people like teachers, professors, or like professional speakers. Right? Real people. You can watch them and you can learn a lot from them. Okay? You can learn a lot of good language from them. Also, you can imitate them. So, YouTube, yeah, everyone knows YouTube. So, guys, I know that everyone knows YouTube and you use it almost every day. Right? So, guys, but now, so who uses YouTube, guys, for watching English videos? Who watches all the English videos? Okay, perfect, guys. I'm proud of you. Great job, guys. So if you guys haven't started watching English videos on YouTube, start doing that, all right? So start watching English videos on YouTube. For example, if you have some kind of problem, just write on YouTube, on the search engine, how to, and write your problem. And you'll get an explanation, which will explain clearly in English, right? So that's it. Guys, do you have any questions so far? Any questions so far? Raise your hand if you have any questions. Okay. So my favorite part, yeah, how can we learn English while watching so films, cartoons, anything? Okay, now I'm going to express the process of doing that. So for example, most people just watch and yet they don't understand why they're watching or they don't know how to learn it, how to use it wisely. So guys, how can you learn English by watching? Okay.
Honestly, we can learn a lot of things by watching films, even cartoons. For example, personally, I learn English like idiomatic words. For example, there are lots of movies that native speakers only use that idioms on daily basis, but we don't know. So we can learn these idiomatic words or some kind of phrases from them. So I think it's the best way of learning. And as well as like we can improve our listening by watching movies as well. Yeah, and our accent, of course.
Thank you for your answer. So yeah, as she said, so there are a lot of ways how you can improve, right? So guys, firstly, you have to watch and try to understand. Don't do anything. Just try to understand. Yeah, that's easy, right? You don't do anything. Yet you don't understand it. Right? Most of you watch and you don't understand. So this is the place where you shouldn't stop watching. You have to keep watching. All right? So you have to just watch more. And next one, yeah, I've been saying this a lot, guys. So imitate actors. Like all the speakers in the movie. Choose one person who you want to have the accent of, and you can imitate that person. And guys, you can, while watching, so if there is a favorite phrase you want to learn, you can pause the movie or cartoon, and you can just repeat some good phrases. You can learn them. Okay, what will you do, guys, after you learn those phrases? Who knows? Exactly, that's the answer. You have to try to use in your speaking every day. Okay, try to. Don't just learn and don't just live. So learn it and write it down somewhere and use it. Ask this phrase from other people. Ask them whether they know this phrase or not. Right? That's how you learn. And use them in your speaking. And guys, don't forget to have fun. You must have fun. You must enjoy it. That's why you should watch something that you enjoy watching. Okay? So, and guys, as I said before, so you can retell. You can retell to your friends. You can tell what you watched, so how it was. Okay? So that's it. I guess that's all, guys, for today's presentation. If you have any questions, guys, so you can ask all types of questions. I'll answer all of them. So who's got a question, guys? Now I'll receive like 15 questions, and after 15 questions, guys, it'll be over.
Honestly, it's about IELTS speaking. Actually, once I attended to IELTS speaking, and my examiner said that you didn't like any eye contacts. But at this time, I was a bit ashamed because he was a guy. I like how can I say? I felt a bit weird to look at his eyes. At this time, is it important? Like, how much is it important to do eye contacts while speaking? Yeah, I have a second question.
Yeah, okay. So it's not that important, but it's good to have eye contact. Okay, it shows that you're speaking naturally, right? But it will be recorded, so you'll be checking your eye contact.
And thank you for your answer. So my second question is, for example, there are such kind of like situations when I get questioned, but I don't have any idea. How can I like avoid in this situation? How can I answer it?
So you understand the question, but you don't have ideas, right? So you have to try to think about your own life. So you have to think from your real experiences. So if you don't have anything that happens to yourself, right, you can think about your friends, right? Even if this can't help you, even if after this you don't have ideas, you can make up. It means like you can create something, you know, something believable. If you don't have ideas, right, from your personal life. Okay, you have another question? So you have to practice more. Okay, you have to sit in front of a mirror. You have to speaking more. Okay, as we know, practice makes perfect. You have to keep practicing this. Right? You have to try to do that. Yeah. Okay, thank you for your question. So anybody, guys? So you can ask, anyone, guys, can ask any questions? Okay, raise your hand, guys, if you have any questions from today's presentation or in general about speaking, like any questions. Like I'll speak, it doesn't matter. All right, guys, so what did you understand from today's presentation? So who can tell me, guys, what did you understand? Yes, you should have fun learning, right? Yeah, you can watch cartoons, You can watch TED Talks, okay? You have to think in English, guys. You have to think in English. Live in English, exactly, yes. Imitate people, yes. You can imitate people if you have their accent. So what else? What else did you learn? Exactly. Practice makes perfect. The most important one is practicing, guys. So you have to keep talking, keep trying, guys, so until you reach your goal. So what else?
Other partner to practice our English. We have just talk with app or with ourselves.
Okay, so you should have a partner. For example, you are coming to Cambridge and you have a lot of group mates, right? They know English. So you should be more sociable. You should try to talk to them. Okay? What if you don't have partner? You don't have partner at home, right? For example, your parents or your siblings might not know English, right? In that case, you can talk to yourself, right? So they are both beneficial. So at home, you can talk to yourself in front of the mirror. You can practice your speaking. But when you are with someone, you can talk with them in English. Okay, try to talk to them in English. You know, I all the time tell my students this. So sometimes, students talk in Uzbek or in Russian. So it's okay, that's fine. You can talk in Russian or Uzbek. But guys, you should try to talk in English. Why? Because, I said in the beginning, so your mouth muscle should be used to speaking in English. That's why, guys, the more you talk, the easier it becomes for you to talk in English, all right? In any language. So, any more questions? So, yes. The mic, please.
Okay, how is it important of using academic words in speaking?
All right, great. So guys, yeah, most people think that they shouldn't use academic words, they shouldn't use common words, right? Most people think that they have to use rare words, like extraordinary, right? Like some kinds, like the word that most people don't know, right? Do you think that using very rare words will get you higher score in IELTS? Yeah, it's not natural, guys. Your speaking should be natural. right? You should speak naturally. How can you have natural speaking?
Just practice a lot and speak a lot and just use the grammar well.
Okay, so that's also true. And you all said? Yes, guys, you can learn from the context, right? Learn things in context, for example, by watching things, right? Or by reading good books, for example. Or you can learn by listening to real audios. So pick the phrases, pick the collocations, and learn them. And by the way, guys, so do you learn words individually? Like, for example, today is lovely weather. You say today is lovely weather and lovely. Do you learn the word lovely separately or learn it together, lovely weather? Together. Exactly. Guys, if you are learning words individually, separately, for example, lovely separately and weather separately, don't do that, guys. Stop doing that. Okay? Because if you know more words, it will be easier to connect those words in a sentence. Okay? So try to learn them together all the time. So what else, guys? Other questions? You asked a question, academic. You said, can we use academic words? You have to use the word that feels natural to you. Do you understand? Don't think about academic word, don't think about formals. Use the one that feels natural to you. Okay? And don't use words like from different books. For example, a lot of people learn essential words and they try to use it. So guys, as I said before, you have to learn words in context. Okay, use in context. That's it. This is how you have to learn. Any more questions? Yes.
Assalomu alaykum.
Alaykum assalom.
O'zbekcha savol beraman. O'yin o'ynayotganimda, kres o'ynaganimda har xil odamlar bilan uchramanda, ular qaysi tilda gaplashish bilan farqi, ular bilan bemalol gaplashib keta olaman. Lekin mana bitta siz savol beryapsiz, inglizcha, ruschada savol berishda bemalol javob beraman. Lekin siz savol beryapsiz, men o'ylab narsa qilishim kerak bo'lyapti-da. O'shanga qanaqa fikr bildirasiz?
So, ko'proq gapirishingiz kerak bo'ladi. Ingliz tilida ko'proq gapirishga harakat qilishingiz kerak bo'ladi.
Ular inglizcha savol berishadi, bemalol inglizcha javob bera olaman. Lekin siz ana o'qiyapsiz, o'ylanib,
Buning sababi siz o'yinda qanchadan beri o'ynaysiz? Ko'p o'ynaysiz?
1 soat, 1,5 soat.
Yo'q, qancha vaqtdan beri, necha oydan beri?
1 yil, 1,5 yil.
Ha, shuda, ichidagi so'zlarni yodlab olgansiz-da uni. Shuning uchun xuddi shunaqa narsa bor-da, har bitta mavzu so'zlarni bilsangiz, bemalol tushunasiz. Shunda o'sha ko'proq speaking qilish kerak, ko'proq o'sha mavzularda gapirish kerak. Shunda oson bo'ladi o'zi. So any more questions? Okay, guys, you can ask questions. You can ask even in Uzbek, guys, if you have questions. So if you don't want to ask in English, any questions, guys? So raise your hand if you have questions. Don't be shy. Yeah, as I said before, yes, thank you. Yeah, I love this man. So you can give the mic to this guy.
So how can I say? And of course, I and my friends I can't answer for Al's question and with directly. So how can I answer with directly? For example, what's your habit? And just I start with this correctly, but I just go out of topic. How can I answer directly?
So yeah, good question. So like guys, do you know why most people don't get high score now speaking? Most people get 6 or 7. You know, why do most people not get high score? Exactly, they don't answer the question. And do you know why they don't answer the question exactly? Because they don't understand the question exactly. So the first thing, guys, you have to do is understand the question. For this guy, you should have good listening. Right? You have to listen to podcasts a lot. You have to do more speaking, right? So you should firstly understand the question, and then you can give your answer. All right? So
yes, it's correct. And I wanna just give some example. For example, when people just ask me, for example, advantages of and disadvantages using phone. And first of all, I entered the Google and I googled something, and I got some idea, and I say a lot correctly just.
yes, guys. Okay, you're doing well, but so you shouldn't immediately Google the question. Don't immediately Google it. Firstly, try to answer. Okay, try to use your brain first, answer it, or you can ask the same question from different people, and after that, Google it, guys. After that, try to get different ideas from the internet, from podcasts, from videos, from YouTube, right? Don't immediately, guys, look for the answer. Firstly, answer yourself. Okay, that's it. What else? Other questions?
Okay, just how can I say? I'm afraid of just go to stage and speak a lot. For example, how can I lose late or how can I escape it? Just when just a lot of girls front me of me, like it just I have to stop speaking.
Okay. Do you speak a lot to people? Do you speak with people a lot? Do you speak a lot with people?
Yes, a lot.
Okay. Do you speak on the stage a lot during the lesson?
Yes.
Okay, you do that. Keep doing that. That will help you.
Yes.
Okay.
For example, how can I say just when I listen something in English, just I cannot speak very well on the stage. If for example, when I wake up and just when I just go to stage, I can't speak anything. But when I listen or watch something in English, and I can speak very well.
So that's the key. In the beginning, I said you have to live in English, right?
Yes,
so you should watch only in English. You should listen only to English audios. And after that, guys, you will be able to speak freely because it becomes part of you. It becomes natural to you, right? It won't be difficult for you to get it out from your inside. So you have to keep living in English. That's the secret. And you have to talk to people more. You have to be sociable. So what else? Any other questions?
How can I develop fluency? Fluency. How can I develop? Yeah.
Okay, she asked a question about fluency. So guys, let's understand what is fluency. Yes, speaking without pauses, right? Speaking fluently without like pauses, right? We have a car, fluent, right? Next year, 3, fluent, right? It's called ravon actually. So, yeah, how can you guys speak fluently? So, who can answer this question? Who knows the answer for this question? All right. Yes, you have to guys speak. Yes. Okay, you want to answer? So can you give the mic to her? Okay, who's got the mic? Yes. Okay.
By recording our speech, it helps us to decrease the pauses in our speech. I think so, actually.
Good. So guys, there is a thing called jam. Just a minute, which means, so you have to guys set timer for 1 minute, okay? And you should speak. Whatever you say, you shouldn't stop, okay? So you make mistakes, you know, like you don't talk about the topic, so but you have to keep talking, okay? This can also help you. So sit in front of the mirror and set timer for 1 minute and speak until time runs out, okay? So that's it. Or you can talk more to people. That's the key. So, any other questions?
About jokes, how we can understand the jokes.
Wow, very good question, exactly. You know, like, a lot of people know English pretty well, but they can't understand jokes, right? So, and that's because, guys, you don't watch movies a lot. You don't watch videos a lot. So, guys, watch videos a lot, and then, guys, you'll understand, you'll start getting the joke. Okay, for these guys, in order to understand the joke, you should have very good English first. Second, you should know what they are talking about, right? For example, if I talk about my personal life, and if you haven't seen what I did there, you will not understand joke, even if you understand my Uzbek language, right? So it means you have to know world language, right, and English language for this. So that's how you can understand joke. So it should be something relatable to you. So any other questions? About speaking.
How is it important of speak speedily?
You mean fast?
Yes.
Speaking fast.
Yes, quickly like.
Yes, guys. Yeah, a lot of people think that speaking fast can get them high score.
It's correct.
IELTS.
Is it correct?
No, it's not. Have you taken IELTS before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then don't try to speak too fast. You should speak to the extent. So look, so if you are speaking fast, that's fine if this is your natural speed. Okay, don't try to speak fast. Try to speak understandably. Okay, because speaking is not like competition. It's not a race, right? It's ability to express your ideas. It's ability to communicate with people, right? That's why when you say something, other people should be able to understand it. All right? That's why don't think that speaking fast will get you a higher score in IELTS. So you can ask other questions. If you don't have any questions, So I guess we can conclude this today's session. So no questions? Okay, guys. So let me tell you this story, like last story, and after we'll finish it. So I got IELTS like 1.5 year ago. So my first result was 6.5 in speaking, and my second one was 8. How long do you think I practiced to get 8 in speaking?
3 months.
No.
4 months.
Okay, no. No. Okay, no.
1 year.
Okay, I didn't practice at all. So how would you understand this? I didn't practice at all to get 8 in speaking. Yes, I was a teacher. Yes, I've been teaching English for more than 4 years. And yeah, I was a teacher at that time. Okay, so that's the secret, guys. Thank you for coming, guys. See you next Sunday. Goodbye, guys.